Welcome to Sports Bios, the definitive journey into the lives of athletic icons. I'm your host, Howard Closewell. Today, we delve into the extraordinary life of Frank Robinson, a baseball legend whose impact on the sport extends far beyond his impressive statistics. Born on August 31, 1935, in Beaumont, Texas, Frank Robinson's early years were marked by the challenges of racism and poverty. Yet he would rise to become one of the most revered figures in American sports history. The historical context of his formative years, marked by segregation, economic hardship, and wartime uncertainty, could have easily derailed his ambitions. Frank Robinson was born in a small, rural town in Beaumont, Texas, where his family resided in a modest home on Prairie Street. His parents, Frank Sr. and Ruth Robinson, worked tirelessly to provide for their children, with Frank Sr. employed as a laborer and Ruth as a domestic worker. The Robinson family's economic struggles were exacerbated by the harsh realities of segregation, which limited access to quality education, employment opportunities, and basic services. Despite these challenges, Frank's parents instilled in him a strong sense of self-worth and a passion for learning. They encouraged his curiosity and supported his early interests in sports, particularly baseball. Frank's father, an avid baseball fan, would often take him to local games, where they would watch in awe as the players showcased their skills on the field. In 1945, when Frank was just 10 years old, his family relocated to Oakland, California, in search of better job opportunities and a more stable life. This move proved pivotal in shaping Frank's future, as it exposed him to new cultural experiences, educational resources, and athletic opportunities. The family settled in the Eastmont neighborhood, where Frank enrolled at McClymonds High School, a predominantly African-American school with a strong athletic program. At McClymonds High, Frank thrived under the guidance of his coaches and teachers, who recognized his exceptional talent and encouraged him to pursue his dreams. He excelled in multiple sports, including baseball, basketball, and football, earning all city honors in each discipline. The early 1950s were a formative period for Frank, marked by significant milestones that would foreshadow his later success. In 1953, he led his high school team to a championship title, catching the attention of scouts from major league teams. That same year, Frank met his future wife, Barbara Ann Cole, who would become his rock and closest confidant throughout his career. The couple's relationship was built on mutual support, trust, and a deep understanding of one another's passions and aspirations. As Frank navigated the challenges of his early athletic career, Barbara provided a stable foundation, encouraging him to pursue his goals with unwavering dedication. The historical context of his formative years, marked by segregation, economic hardship, and wartime uncertainty, could have easily derailed his ambitions. From his rookie season with the Cincinnati Reds to his trailblazing tenure as a player-manager, Frank's impact on baseball was profound and far-reaching. Frank Robinson's professional baseball career began in 1956 when he made his major league debut with the Cincinnati Reds at just 20 years old. In 1961, Frank won the National League MVP award, leading the Reds to the World Series. This was a defining moment in his career, showcasing his exceptional talent and dedication to the sport. One of the most significant aspects of Frank Robinson's career was his courageous stand against racism. Throughout his playing days, he faced intense racism and hostility from fans, players, and even some coaches. Despite these challenges, Frank persevered, using his platform to speak out against injustice and advocate for civil rights. His bravery and conviction paved the way for future generations of African-American baseball players, cementing his legacy as a trailblazer both on and off the field. In 1966, Frank Robinson was traded to the Baltimore Orioles, where he would go on to win the Triple Crown in 1966, leading the league in batting average, home runs, and RBIs. This remarkable achievement solidified his position as one of the greatest players of his era. The Orioles' victory in the 1966 World Series, with Frank as a key contributor, marked another milestone in his career. Frank's impact on baseball extended beyond his playing career. In 1975, he became the first African-American manager in Major League Baseball history when he was appointed player manager of the Cleveland Indians. This groundbreaking appointment broke down barriers and paved the way for other African-American managers to follow in his footsteps. Frank's tenure as a manager was marked by his unwavering commitment to developing young players and fostering a culture of excellence within his teams. Throughout his career, Frank Robinson was recognized with numerous awards and accolades, including 2 MVP awards, the Rookie of the Year award, and induction into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1982. His legacy extends far beyond these achievements, however, as he inspired generations of baseball players and fans with his talent, courage, and dedication to the sport. From his historic MVP awards to his courageous stand against racism, Frank's legacy continues to inspire and influence the game today. His trailblazing career paved the way for future generations of players, managers, and executives, ensuring that his impact will be felt for years to come. After retiring from professional baseball in 1976, Frank Robinson went on to have a successful career as a manager and executive. He managed several teams, including the Cleveland Indians, San Francisco Giants, and Baltimore Orioles, leaving an indelible mark on the game with his leadership and mentorship. His experience and expertise also led to roles as a special assistant to the commissioner and as a vice president for on-field operations, where he worked tirelessly to promote diversity and inclusion within Major League Baseball. Frank Robinson's commitment to civil rights and social justice never wavered throughout his life. He continued to be an outspoken advocate for equality and fairness, using his platform to speak out against injustice and support marginalized communities. In 2005, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor in the United States, for his contributions to baseball and his tireless advocacy for civil rights. One of Frank Robinson's most lasting legacies is the impact he had on future generations of baseball players. He was a mentor and role model to countless young athletes, including Hall of Famers like Barry Bonds and Ken Griffey Jr. His influence extended beyond the playing field as well, inspiring a new generation of leaders and advocates for social justice. In his later years, Frank Robinson continued to be involved in the game he loved, attending games and events, and sharing his wisdom and expertise with players, coaches, and executives. He was also an avid supporter of the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, working to preserve the history and legacy of African-American baseball players who paved the way for him and others. Frank Robinson passed away on February 7, 2019, at the age of 83, leaving behind a legacy that will be remembered for generations to come. He was a true trailblazer, a courageous advocate for justice and equality, and a shining example of what it means to live a life of purpose and dedication. His courage, determination, and commitment to justice serve as a reminder that we all have the ability to make a difference in the world, both on and off the field. In conclusion, Frank Robinson's life and career are a powerful reminder of the enduring legacy of a true American sports icon. His impact on baseball, his advocacy for civil rights, and his influence on future generations will continue to inspire and motivate us for years to come. Thank you for joining me on Sports Bios, and we look forward to exploring more incredible stories of sports legends in the future. That's all for today's Sports Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Howard Closewell reminding you to keep shooting for your goals.